Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today we do have the Spigen rugged armor case for the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and the price on this is going to be $25.99 on Amazon. And as always, I will have everything linked down below. Taking a look at the box, we do have the Spigen logo up top, a nice little image of what the case looks like, which is something I really like about Spigen when they actually include the picture. And then we also do have the color down here, which is matte black. I believe there are two colors, but correct me if I'm mistaken. Nothing else on the back, and now all we have to do is pull this tab to open it up, and here is our case. Putting this to the side and taking our case out of the pouch. Here we have the first look at our rugged armor case. So this looks really nice. We do have two separate themes on the back. So we have two different designs, which is super cool. And then here is the interweaving pattern of Spigen cases. So Spigen does do this with many of their cases. I'm not exactly sure why they do this pattern. Might be for drop protection, but doesn't seem like it would do much, but maybe it does keep some air in there. However, we do have their air cushion technology. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. And this basically allows the case to have air pockets on the edges, so if you do drop your phone on its edges, those air pockets will absorb most of the shock. Again, that is going to be the inside, and then we will take a look at the back once we place our phone inside. So placing it down, starting from the bottom, and then pushing down on the right side, since that is where the buttons are. Very nice and easy fit, and again, very snug. Okay, so the rugged armor case is looking really nice. I'm not sure if you can see this, but there is this carbon fiber pattern down here. We have this flat pattern right here, no texture to it, with the Spigen logo, and then we also do have this matte finish on the back right here. So they do have three different finishes on the back. I don't know how well that's gonna be, but it does look pretty cool. And then this does feel like you can feel the weave. I'm not sure if you can hear this, but you can also hear it as well when you do rub your finger on it. All right, so taking a look at the camera rings, we can see that we do have a little lip on each of the lenses, and each of the lenses are protected separately. So again, if you do drop it on its back, it should be fine in most circumstances. The back is fairly flat, so if we do go ahead and do the shake test real quick and place it down, if we do go ahead and push down on the edges, the only part that's actually shaking a little is going to be the bottom right, and that is probably because the camera lenses are lifting it up a little. But other than that, we do have a fairly flat back with this case. Taking a look at the front, we do have a lip on the top and the bottom, and also on the edges. The edges aren't as high, or at least they don't protect it as much, but again, since the top and bottom lip are still covering the whole area, if you do drop it on its face, once again, they should survive most drops, and we probably could get a screen protector on there without having it extrude out of the lip. We do have a nice little speaker grill cutout up top, and then on the bottom we also do have our USB-C charging port cutout, speaker grill cutout, and an S Pen cutout. And the S Pen cutout does have this cutout on the end, so you can actually access it easier. And if we do go ahead and try that, super nice and easy to access, so the case doesn't really block it, which is something that case companies should already be thinking of, but it's nice to see them include it. All right, so the edges, we do have this different pattern. This is to actually increase grip. I'm not sure if you can see that texture, but that's to increase the grip, and it is on both sides, so when you're holding it, it does feel fairly nice in the hand, doesn't add too much bulk to it, and it actually feels pretty thin compared to some other cases. Even though it does look a little bulky, it doesn't feel that bulky, and it doesn't actually add that much. On the top, we do have two cutouts for our microphone, and then once again, you can see the edges are raised up, so the edges do go up and over a little, and that is for that extra drop protection. All right, so the buttons, probably one of the most important parts in my opinion. Let's go ahead and actually test those out. So one thing I really hate about some case companies is they don't actually make the buttons really well. And somebody did ask in a comment before this video, the reason I actually test the buttons is because some cases, they're a little hard to click, and once you use that case over the whole year or 2 years, it starts to get annoying because you gotta apply that extra force to actually click it. And so having case companies make buttons that are really nice and easy to click, just like the phone's original buttons, is something that I really do appreciate. So testing them out, starting off with the power button in 3, 2, 1. Again, very nice and easy to click. And moving on to the volume rocker in 3, 2, 1. Once again, very nice and easy to click. So Spigen always does a good job with this. I've tested out many other cases, and so far I've had no issues, except for I believe one of the Tough Armor series on a previous generation device that had some hard buttons, but other than that, their buttons have been really nice and easy to click. So this is going to be the Spigen Rugged Armor. Unfortunately, this does not get MagSafe, so it's not part of their MagFit series. But again, if you don't use MagSafe, then that won't really matter for you. But if you do use MagSafe, that might be a big problem for you, especially for me, since I do use a lot of the MagSafe products. So that's why I might not be rocking this case, but as a case, this is a really great one, and I would definitely recommend it for anybody asking to look into a case. So that will basically wrap it up for this video. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And once again, the link will be in the description if you do want to check this case out. So see y'all in the next one.